I am running the stream. Unless your stream keys change, it should be.
No. Hello, welcome to Gutter Stars episode. I think this is 17, session 17. And our heroes, or something, have been at Diamond Hammer, the Diamond Hammer's stake mine, or in fact, particularly it's a dwarven citadel in an asteroid belt, and they've helped solve a little problem, and they've got some new guests on their ship, and now they want to go somewhere else. Does someone want to sum up what happened last time, or the last couple of times, because Tom has not been with us, he's been on holiday. So yes, what happened last time?
We didn't exterminate some vermin. That's all we
failed to commit genocide.
Well,
Yeah.
Is it really genocide when there's less than 24 of them?
Left, yes. When there's less than 24 of them left.
It's okay, I've heard this one sort on the news. It's not genocide if you're not done yet.
Yeah.
I've heard people genuinely say that, so, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really watch GB News, so.
But, yeah.
Probably not an American joke, never mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We were very
Please tune in for more obscure British people references. That's what we do here. Great. Yes. There've been some chatter. There've been some chatter, hadn't there, in the pipes.
We'd been sent to deal with these, whatever kind of vermin these were. They didn't really know, just small things that were stealing food and tools in the vents of his dwarven citadel. We came up with an ingenious plan of using a toolbox as bait to see if they exist, and they did. And then we came up with the ingenious plan of filling a toolbox with paint, putting a hole in it, and then using it as bait so it would leave a trail back to their nest. And then we followed them through the vents, and for some reason we took the diplomatic route rather than just stabbing them. Which worked out in the end.
Talk to them, it was kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was you know, they're not exactly the smartest creatures. They're living in vents, but they're, you know, clearly intelligent, sentient.
They've come upon
creatures.
hard times.
Yeah.
But they're seen as lucky omens by the dwarves, so thankfully they were taken in by, was it the king or something?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
most of
king.
them are now wards of the king, but there were two of them, I think two of the older ones, wanted to keep our original offer of a planet. They wanted a planet to live on.
So yeah, they're now hanging out on your ship, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the plan for them was to train them as revolutionaries and then drop them on Spiral, right?
Yeah. Spiral is a majority elf planet with other humans and demi-humans, but conquered by the Scrow in the prior to the kind of the not quite is a ceasefire is overstating the situation, but the kind of ceasefire in the Second Unhuman War. But yeah, this time you're actually off to deal with other goblinoids or orcoids in terms of the various the big humanoid alliance that the Scrow lead. Because you had already got a rumour actually a few sessions ago, but of the fact there was work on Shipwrecker for anyone willing to kill goblins.
Yeah, and also, wasn't there also, I think, right at the end of that last session, wasn't there some offer for us to like courier some dwarves somewhere, like not to ship? Was that for
weapon smuggling?
No, it was a vague. It was weapons shipments, and he also said the dwarves would love to fight alongside you in some great glorious battle against the Scrow, but like in the future, when there's a real fight.
I think he offered. He also offered, I think, a per capita bounty.
Yes, that was like a personal one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like you could have 5 GP for each Scrow head you returned to him. But yes, the king, the king of Diamond Hammer Stake, leader of King Diamond Hammer, is not happy yet to go to war. Though they don't like the Scrow certainly. But obviously, in terms of the power groups, you know, the thing is, Prince Andrew of Brawl had also made peace to trade with the Scrow. The Arcane, the great traders of the Phlogiston, traded with the Scrow. So see possibly some of the dwarven factions and the gnomes of Iron Peace are not fighting because of that kind of. They want a united front.
Is there also reports of goblins? I think on Shipwrecker that
On Shipwrecker, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the people are like, oh, we're getting raided. We need help.
Yep.
So
no,
all roads lead to Shipwrecker right now, I think.
Well, as that was one lead you had. You can go fishing again. You can go back and try to break into the tomb again at that theatre, I suppose.
So are we aboard ship at the moment, or are we back on the rock?
You're in the same square as the rock because it's literally like less than an AU or something.
Okay. So am I still?
You're in a set of asteroids.
Okay, and I'm still. My range is the one on board, right? Slipe is back on the rock.
Yep, Sam Hambat. Have you picked a kit to make yourself a dwarf ranger?
I just switched to being a human because I couldn't find a dwarf one which would suit my stats. So I've just Yeah,
that's fine. No, he's grown.
Yeah, I've grown. I was confused. Actually, maybe I'll just make myself a really short human, like you thought I was a dwarf. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Height 4 foot 6 inches.
Yeah, he's become a dwarf in another time.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go 4 foot 11 inches to make it slightly more likely.
Yeah.
Diamond Tolkien Game of Thrones.
There's an asteroid field 5 million miles, so half a day's travel by Spelljammer, behind the Rock of Braal. So between the Gods' Marbles and the Rock of Braal or whatever, something like that. Let's double check, but yeah. In terms of which way the rock is orbiting, I'm guessing it's clockwise. It's just north of it, but yeah. Basically, it's in the same square. Rock. You can see Shipwrecker is on the red ring, the red belt, which is 3 in, I think. 3 belts in. So it's a little while away. It's not infinite distances away or anything. It's not an expert. The party is Sam Hambat, the now human ranger, the diminutive human ranger, Xeethra, the high elf, I assume, fighter wizard, fighter mage, Vil, the half elf conjurer, particularly of we did discover that Ed Greenwood also refuses to pronounce the good drow goddess in the right way, according to Alex. This was what Beach's research showed up.
Does he pronounce it?
Didn't he say
he basically he chickened out. He pronounced it a few different ways and then said it's whatever way you want. So he refused to take a stand.
Yeah. Alex is seething.
The real question is it drow or is it dro? Since originally it was meant to be dro because it's like the word troll, isn't it?
No. I think for Greenwood it's going to be definitely drow, isn't it? Vil is half drow from some few drow who on a distant world who are friendly with other elves. Wilsp Verispark is a gnome thief, illusionist, and Andrew is playing Dr. Jones, the Xixchil barber surgeon, which is a type of thief. And then Simon will potentially join us at the end of his Odyssey, and he has who's he playing at the moment? It's his active character. It's Thumb, isn't it? Yeah. Thumb, the elf fighter. There's a lot of elves who are no longer in the Imperial Navy for one reason or another, floating around in this group. Yes, great. And you've got Jackson Star, who is your pilot. His artifact ship is what allows you to get around the system.
Do we have a good reason for going back to the rock, or do we just want to go straight to Shipwrecker? I'm fine either way.
Do we have stuff we need to dump?
I don't know. Someone will have.
Nope.
I'm just checking in terms of XP. some can train, though he doesn't need to train on the rock. Other than that, I don't think anyone can train.
Owen, I assume for my XP on the XP record, that's the total and not taking
That's not split. No,
cool.
I have not split that multiclass. No.
Yeah.
And I haven't added prime requisite. Does Xeethra have any prime requisite?
No, he would actually if he were a thief, but high dex is still useful for a fighter. So.
Yep, and for a mage. So yeah. No, that's fine. I will clarify that later. And split up your XP. But yes, some can train, no one else can. So I guess it's for everyone else, it's off to earn XP.
Yeah.
Which sounds like you want to do Shipwrecker as in Shipwrecker rather than what's it called? Rather than pishing, more pishing.
Yeah, we had enough fish.
Yeah. Great. So it's going to be a couple of days to Shipwrecker, assuming no delays or anything. Because basically, spelljamming means you can go exceptionally fast, but unless you are near a body, essentially, like another ship or another planet. So yes, great. Should we get some? We do have some sailing music. Creaking. Where's my sailing at? Ambiance playlist. Okay.
Captain Pugwash theme tune.
Yeah. We're playing Captain Pugwash the RPG. There we go. Mage of sail on. And you are going to be moving, yes, into the blue ring, which is inhabited. So in terms of your D20, you're not on the inner track, you're on the same ring as a planet, you're not going to be in the same space as a planet, I guess. And space will be controlled, so that's +2. Is there an asteroid belt on the blue ring? I don't think so. No. So that is a 3 in 20 chance. Alex, gonna start us off. D20 chance of encounter, 3 in 20. Great. And then, you're coming in onto the red ring, which is, again, it's inhabited, but there's no... I think so that's going to be 3 in 10 again. So, who's next? You're going to need to eat. So, who's tracking the rations? Before we roll again.
Not me, I think.
I might not have thought of
I have individual rations. I didn't know if we bought like ship rations.
Does anyone have rations?
I don't appear to own food, so that's bad.
I do have 2 packets of rose petals myself. I can eat those.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I've got a lot of things I shouldn't eat.
Andrew, remember you do start with 7 rations. So if you did not, you start with like a backpack of water flask and stuff like that. So
do we get that for free?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
But it's in the house rules. If people read the house rules, they get free stuff. If they don't read the house rules, they don't get free stuff.
There are different house rules for all the campaigns. It's confusing.
No, they're virtually universal across the AD&D campaigns. Audience, we're going to kill Andrew's character tonight. We failed 2 times ago, but we'll get it.
He starved to death.
4 pieces on a backpack I already had, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll eat some food. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Who needs food?
I guess if I start with 7 rations, then I'm fine.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
What worries me is that people making PCs think they have to buy rations and don't, because they're like, hey, if I die, I die.
Spent all my money on weapons, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's my attitude with almost every PC I make, whether I buy rations or not. If I die,
it's that Dark Sun mentality.
Is that what you feel about? Is that what you feel about your 4th level witch, though? I assume you're
Absolutely
a bit more
not.
preservative.
If
No, no,
Samus
absolutely.
dies, I'm never speaking to you again.
He sounds like he's joking, or does he? We'll find out when it happens. Great. So, in that case, I guess moving across still in the red ring, it's the 320 charm. But Peach. You're not going to need to worry probably about air. I think you've got like 8 weeks or something. We did work this out. 9. Okay. Move across. Sam. Tom.
I've been muted for like 5 minutes and trying to.
Are each of these squares gay?
Yes.
Okay.
Alex, did we miss anything good, or was it just your attempting to be funny?
I think I mentioned, yeah, naturally, I have net rations. I know what I'm doing. And then when you said you were going to kill Andrew's character, I said, why stop at his character? And then the actual thing that made me realize I was muted was I was going to suggest, Beej, you have armor, right? Is it worth us just, like, whilst we've got these few days of nothing happening, like, just casting armor on everyone? Because armor's probably better than whatever armor they're wearing, right?
Well, it is only 6 AC, so it's pretty easy to get better than that with purchased armor, but...
Yeah, I won't need it.
I mean, I've got
spent all
7
that
AC, so it's still better than mine.
My natural AC is 5, and that's not including Dex bonus. I'm good.
You don't need it. Like, the cost is like 3 gold pieces for the, the spell component.
Yeah, I have two spell components for it remaining, so I can do 2.
What is the advantage of casting it during the journey? I'm confused.
So it lasts.
It doesn't expire.
Yeah, it doesn't expire until you take 9 points of damage at this level. So basically, it doesn't expire unless you die.
Wow, I did not know that. That's a very good spell. Okay.
Yeah, it's not 9 damage in a single burst, but just 9 damage.
Yeah, it's like a counter.
In general.
So the armor can
it's useful to think of it. It is pretty clearly the kind of forebear spell to stuff like in later traditions, Armor of Agathis. Kind of meat shield of stuff, through which your spell works. Absolutely. And AC 6 is not bad either. AC 6 is not bad. So
with it, Wilsp is an absolute monster at AC 2, but it's just
way better than having AC 10. So.
Yeah,
we'll take it. So, are you casting it on Sam? Are you casting it on Sam? I think Jackson has chain. Someone can check potentially in the Discord.
So Jackson will not need it. Stays on the boat, right? So he does. Come with us to fight. So
So we're talking about improving party members.
Leather.
He wears leather.
Yeah. Jackson can be improved.
Yeah, that'll improve Jackson from 8 to 6. So I think that's probably worth doing. Like I'll I have 2 blessed leather. You have 2 blessed leather. So use 2 now, and then we have 2 left for if we need to recast it on ourselves.
Okay. So you've got 1 each basically at this point in terms of components. Yep. Great. You will get bonus XP for that because that is actually a valid use of it. It's not can I just cast Nora as an everyday staring at stuff?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna Right, when we get to port, I'm going to spend 100 gold on blessed leather and cast armor on everyone I meet.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 people took it? I'll just mark off the component.
Well, if you do 1 and I do 1, so we both get a bit of XP for that.
Okay.
So I can do
one component.
Prepare armor tomorrow. Yeah.
So Tom, can you roll D20, please?
Yes,
Did you tell me, or have you?
No, I will do.
Yeah. We'll have to set up the dice cam again.
Yeah.
I keep saying this.
We need a new sponsor, really. Like Budweiser.
Yeah. Can someone help me with budgeting? I spend $8,000 a month on dice, and we need the sponsorship to pay for it. Yeah, great. Jamie?
Yep. Is it D20?
D20, yeah. I think you're still on a 3 in D20.
You need a slasher.
20.
Yep. And Alex again. You're in the square now, so it's now a 4 in 20 because it's the same space as planet, which is mental.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
No.
Oh, it's all your fault.
That is a.
Oh, no.
We'll try D100 first. This is nested tables, subtable 7.
36.
I did actually. I think I told you guys, but I did via my Patreon release.
Oh yeah.
First adventure, flying the box cannon of the Flying Tarry, which everyone here but Jamie played in. So yeah,
that was fun.
You're a 36.
36.
Okay, and that's another. It's going to be another 2D100, so you can roll them both. The first one will count as the first roll. So yeah, roll two, one after the other.
76.
Okay, 75, 76 and 9. 76 and 9. Okay. Let me just give me one moment. So Tom, whilst we're waiting, how was your travel? Was it nice?
Yep, very good. Very hot. I was out in Singapore, so it's like tropical. But yeah, it was very good. I was also in Bali for a bit and went to see like a traditional dance thing with a gamelan orchestra, which is like gamelan is like all tonal percussion and stuff like that, which is amazing. Like really, really interesting music. But now, unfortunately, I want to be in a gamelan orchestra, and I don't know how I can do that from here.
Is this allowed? Can I do this?
Yeah. I don't know where I find them, but
my friend and business partner started the business with me. He took gamelan lessons.
Really?
Wow. He was in like a little band here. Yeah.
That is great.
Find a gamelan club to join.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
to,
Chester runs to a gamelan club, but I'll have a look.
Yeah. He ended up switching to hammered dulcimer.
Oh yeah, I've actually found a hammer dulcimer in a music shop in Manchester, and I was like, ooh, I want it.
A bit
You could play. Oh man, you could play Greensleeves so good.
I feel like is a hammered dulcimer not like ridiculous expensive, or is it?
No,
I feel like weird instruments like that. Well,
I think
not
like
weird,
a good one
uncommon.
is.
Well, yeah, that's true for all instruments.
Yeah, but no, the one in the shop, the one I was looking at, it wasn't like a triple octave one or something, but it was only like £200 or £300 or something. This wasn't ridiculous.
Only £200 or £300.
I mean, honestly, as far as instruments go, that is not expensive.
No, he's got a point.
Okay.
I still feel bad about the time I spent 40 quid on an ocarina.
40 quid is quite a lot to spend on an ocarina, though.
I was going to say, I think I bought an ocarina for about £5, man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
To be fair, it is a good ocarina.
Yeah, well, there you go.
It's the Ocarina of Time. That's the thing. You think, oh wow, that's expensive. It's literally the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, pretty good ocarina, that one.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll see kind of roughly to the fore ship about 500 yards away. You'll see some, like, as you are kind of, you can probably see at this point an increasingly large planet. Shipwrecker is not massive; it's only 90 miles across. But you'll see, what originally seemed like a shiny object, and then as you're closing, look bigger. But yeah, you will see about 500 yards to the fore. You will see what just look like kind of red dots in the sky. You can tell they're close because as you move, like, obviously it's the kind of why planets move across the night sky quicker than stars because they're closer. You can tell. Okay, they must be closer because they're moving quicker.
Yeah, they're
compared
parallax,
to us. Yeah. So yes, that you see that
Red dots.
red dots.
Are they
Did
getting
you say
larger?
Shipwrecker is 90 miles across.
Yep.
That is very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Pluto doesn't get to be a planet, I don't think this gets to be a planet.
This keeps a regular orbit.
Right.
That's
Red
new
dots
moon.
at whatever kind of distances. I imagine it's hard to tell the distance.
Are they getting bigger at a quicker rate than the planet is getting bigger? Are they coming towards us?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly, yes. Slightly.
Is there a space cat chasing them around?
No.
Are they glowing, or are they not emitting their own light?
I think they would.
No, they're luminous. You think? Yeah.
So they're like glowing red. Okay.
Yeah. What do you do?
Do we have any idea what this might be? Does anyone have any idea what kind of red glowing things might move through space?
Sam Hammond has no idea.
Is it smaller than the red giant?
Yes.
Wild space.
Some sort of ship, maybe? Or
But if it's glowing, like most
They're individually quite small, as in there are several hundred yards away. But remember that they're luminous, and so you can pick them out.
yeah.
Are there? I suppose. I guess thinking about things that produce light, it might be some kind of pish, some kind of bioluminescent.
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish, yeah.
We're in deep space with all the horrific
Yeah.
glowing.
I mean, all space is deep space. There's no. Like
What do you want to do?
I think we should about face and get ready to book it.
no. I think we should take an evasive
Probably.
course in case they're like taking. Just keep proceeding on towards Shipwrecker. But
Go
like,
round them.
Yeah, basically go around them. Like
turn our
turn
lights off to hide.
slightly to the left, and then keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
And if they turn
Lock the
towards
doors.
us,
yeah, cool. Yeah. Yes, you are quicker than whatever they are. So if you kind of angle to kind of put yourself on the other side of the triangle, then yes, you should be able to evade whatever it is. Fine, and head off to Shipwrecker.
We really need a spyglass.
but that's
think
like
it's-
stupid expensive, right?
There are 1,000 gold in the player handbook.
Great.
Quality lenses in medieval
We've
times.
got magic, but we can't magically grind lenses in this world.
I mean, some sort of fast side spell would probably be cheaper, but yeah.
You can do that, but the Wizards Guild sets minimum prices.
That I can believe. Capitalists.
Bloody guild companies.
It is just a universal answer, isn't it? You say they just won't set minimum prices. I can believe that. Capitalists. They do set minimum prices. I can believe that. Capitalists.
Well, technically, I
They have no
suppose
opinion on prices.
free
capitalists.
market liberal capitalism things, the guild monopoly setting minimum prices
Yeah.
is what
It's
the
degenerate crony capitalism, yeah.
well, no, it's more that it's what things like the French Revolution would be trying to break up, and then after that,
Yeah.
it's things to be contending with. So
And you'll have, of course, the other issues. Like wizards are a form of bourgeoisie because they own the means of their the means of production being magic that they cast.
Hey. I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
yeah,
Watch it.
So am I.
Why are we fighting the squall? Overthrow the wizards.
I think you're outnumbered by wizards on this shit.
yeah, I suppose technically it's capitalism, but not the era of capitalism.
I mean, Dr. Jones is a kulak, right? He's a professional. Like, as in he's all, I guess, he could align himself with the revolutionary faction. But he is eventually going to be liquidated.
I feel like Dr. Jones would join what other side commits more war crimes.
Yes. Yes.
He's like,
Seems-
you have political beliefs? I thought we were just here for a good time.
Yeah.
They're not war crimes, they're just little
War events.
indiscretions. Yeah.
War
Is it really
whoopsies.
criminal to save a life?
War
To save-
oopsies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Great.
Xeethra has been reading a lot of Marxism, so he thinks that we should go and break up the guild monopolies, so we transfer to bourgeois democracy, and then after that, destroy that, and then get socialist.
Yeah. His half-digested Hegelianism is surely going to solve all problems in wild space.
It couldn't hurt.
Yeah, guys, we don't need to fight this monster. Let me just take him through the slave master dialectic, and he'll understand me, and we won't have to fight anymore. I promise you.
Great. Yes, you're right. Shipwrecker, it obviously, as I say, starts off as it's quite a bright dot for a long time, and then gradually becomes something that's more visible as a disc. But yes, you eventually come, and those small, basically half of it is an ocean, essentially. And quite a stormy ocean as well. It has a long stormy season. You're not in the stormy season now. That ended a couple of months ago, I think. Or maybe like, I say that. I think it ended. Yeah, you're right at the end of it. So it's it's just about okay. It's very cool climate as you come to land at the one settlement on the planet. It's foggy and misty. There's no winter, it's not particularly seasonal. There's no tilt. It revolves slowly, 20-hour days. It's basically always between freezing and so 65/18 or whatever it is. It's between freezing and pleasant, depending on the exact climatic effects.
England.
Yeah. You've arrived in England.
Yeah.
There's a 4-month stormy season, and the rest of the year is the same.
The same as the stormy season.
Yeah. Yes. There is a. I can probably place this straight in, can I? Actually, we'll switch. We are different. Oh yeah, that was the chatter, and that is literally that's the map that we have.
Wow, that really does look like communist iconography.
No, they're dwarves. Though I would say that it's more like an artist colony. It's the nearest thing to like a dwarves power their ships using their creative arts. They can literally use priest spells, obviously. But no, they should show what.
Before we leave, I'll need to buy more rations.
Oh yeah, how many days of travelling was it? I've not been.
I've not been paying attention.
Oh,
Was it
4?
4? Because 5. Because I started and then 3, and then mine was 5th.
So 5
2,
total.
3,
5.
4, 5, 5, 6,
Right.
1. No, 5. No, it's 6. 6 total.
Okay, that's all my rations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, yep. I've
Yeah,
got 1 day's food left.
I've
I
got
guess
down
it's
to
time to
one,
eat the
yeah.
elves.
So
Yeah.
what we should do
There's too many elves here.
is buy a lot
That's
of dry
the-
rations and just leave them on the ship, and then carry about a week's individually. Right, let's start off a sheet for the ship to track what we're leaving on the ship.
Sam has no
Amateur
money.
study,
There we
amateur
go.
study tactics, professional studies logistics.
Yeah, I'll track it this time. Given I didn't do anything for the caravan.
Yeah. Tom's like, yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
Is that 6 days rations, including the first one we took off, or excluding it?
Including that's total. It may well be that Simon has some other rations logged for the group, but what is on the ship matters. I think we had started to keep track of some weights, but you're going to need to, for instance, your ballista and your ballista
Yeah.
bolts.
yeah. So the ballista
you-
bolts was how much?
That is in the
Oh,
Discord.
you-
It'll be
Okay,
understa- it'll be
I'll
understaffed.
figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out later.
I have a note of that on the Mage's sheet. I'll post it in chat.
Yeah.
Do we want the weights of these big metal cubes we took from the Mind Flayer ship?
I assume that most of the stuff we've left in our room back on the Rocket Brow.
As I say, most of this should be under stash. Most things should be weighted for stash because I try to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's all there.
So here's the colony town of writers, which is there's a map player thing. You can see there are a couple of sea ships and there is one squid ship.
I was like, is that just casually a dreadnought just docked there?
Squid ships not Nautiluses. Remember, squid ships are used by more people. It's a Bralian squid ship, which is picking up lumber. This is traditionally a lumber planet, but also it's a place where people from. You can have a population of a few thousand people quite comfortably. And remember, the place like Braal is also pretty small. Remember, it's a few miles across at the top, and it's literally like 3 by 5 by 4 or something. These places can be pretty small. So this is, in that sense, this is quite large compared to lots of other settled asteroids. So the air envelope is good. It can grow food. It can sustain itself with food. It also has lots of natural resources. This is all public information. It's a nice place in lots of ways. And recently there's actually also been a bit of a gold rush as gold was found in them there hills, but that brought the colonists into conflict with goblins, who there's occasional rumours of them up in the hills anywhere and always have been, but certainly the suggestion that possibly they're gaining weaponry from Scrow is a common rumour on Braal. People who are basically dwarves and elves are like, yes, the Scrow aren't keeping up their end of the bargain, that kind of thing. But there's no proof of this.
They're arming insurgents and fighting a proxy war.
Yeah. Basically, this is space Vietnam.
Or elves are just racist.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely all the Scrow's fault. We're perfect.
Yeah. Why are the trees talking goblin?
Yeah. There is at least one decent fantasy Vietnam RPG not in the colloquial sense, but literally Weird Wars, which is a kind of a pinnacle entertainment game, like simply the Deadlands and Savage Worlds. They had a bunch of these weird ones, which was just more or less you can predict what happens. Is you go to war and there's just lots of awful stuff that's trying to kill you.
Has anyone seen one of those little videos on those tunnel systems they had in Vietnam that they were using to hide in, and they had all sorts of awful traps and stuff. I think I remember watching this and thinking about all these horrible traps in the tunnel systems and thinking this is like something from D&D.
Yeah.
What Jamie is saying is that the Vietnamese are kobolds. You can complain to him. You can try to get him kicked off his university course. Feel free. I would encourage it, in fact. Yeah. But
technically, actually, that came after D&D, so yeah.
Yeah. You don't have enough time for D&D. You need more. But this is, I suppose, I do think I've got possibly a reasonable overmap. It's for the planet. If not, we will draw a sketch and I will put up a better one in the future. As I'll make another one.
This map reminds me a bit of how Daggerfall looks in gameplay, actually.
Yeah.
Or like a 2D RPG from 1995 or something. I quite like it.
Yeah. So you'll land your little ship, and there are a couple of people fish here as well. There is a nautical economy, which is why it certainly is odd considering the stormy seas, but there's decent tuna in them thar waters. So,
actual fish, not like quish.
Quish. Yeah. Yeah, they're like ground fish. Ground
Different to fish.
grish. No, they taste texturally a lot like fish.
Are fish considered like more upmarket or less upmarket than your ground fish?
I think it's like eating foreign delicacies. You know, where nominally they might be kind of considered posher, like frog's legs, but really everyone is like, oh, that's a bit weird. But people from Brawl don't feel like that, because people at Brawl have the choice of grain or stuff that gets imported from somewhere else. So that's it, basically. They have bread, they have a bit of fruit, and then they have stuff imported. It's a food desert comparison. They have feeder asteroids. Whereas if you're on Spiral or Iron Piece, somewhere with a large domestic agrarian economy, then yeah, people find fish weird. It's more like, oh yeah, I don't want frog's legs, thanks. A bit weird.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm getting distracted.
Yeah, I was going to say, the one thing is you just can't trust a show with the Kindori. They will shoot a Kindori on site. You know, for space fish. Great. So let's double check where we are. Yeah, so this is the Long Wharf, and yes, the first things you'll see coming in, there's basically a warehouse and annex up on a hill. You can see that there is that's number 2 there. That's a sort of palace would be vastly overstating it, but you know, these, you know, like a governmental building. There's this warehouse and it's annexed there. There is a Harbourfront Inn at 13 and at 12. 12 and 13 are both Harbourfront ones. And there is some sort of temple off to the west. And yeah, you can see obviously there are other parts deeper into the town. So yeah, you have arrived. Let's see, I'll double check what your price of the docking fee, which can be paid up to date or can be paid on exit, because yeah, they can keep your ship if you don't pay it. It's quite an efficient way of dealing with things. So yes.
Cool.
What do you want to do? What's the plan? This will, I guess, be toward evening in terms of taking a day to travel. So this is including Jackson being able to rest, obviously.
Well, I think we have 2 main things we need to do, which is find some intel on who we can kill for money, and get some supplies, rations, stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we head to the market?
Let's not focus on murder. We're here to save lives
Yeah, but there's
by
goblins.
any means necessary.
There's goblins here, and you know, if we can ruin some goblins' lives in the process of, you know, saving others.
It's not murder to get
That's
paid.
definitely against my hypocritical oath.
Bum bum.
Right. I guess local authorities.
You should have been a gift
We can't-
doctor. Then you could have a Hippocratic oath.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Hold on. Hey.
Oh my god. He's done it.
I remember that exists.
He's become too powerful.
Yeah.
No, too powerful would be if I had custom sounds.
He so excited at the prospect that he could that he didn't stop to wonder whether he should.
Well, I could just take like any recording of something funny from the stream and set it on the soundboard and just play it. You know, like either myself or Owen going, nah, or Night Falls, or I don't know, someone flubbing their words. I could just put that on a
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, you can.
We're
Or all
recording.
the things that Jamie says that mean he should get cancelled, yeah.
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 Which of your favourite slurs should I put on the soundboard?
Just so you guys know, I'm actually
Say
not
it out loud.
New York. This is one I know called Jamie Snell studying at the Uni of York, but I'm a different guy.
Yeah, you might think he's the same person.
I'm actually Oxford Brooks, if you're wondering. I'm registered there.
Yeah. Please send angry letters to Oxford Brooks about a student called Jamie.
Yeah.
I've heard him on that internet product. Great. So there is a market. There'll be some stuff open, stuff will be closing up, but at 4 there is a. Where's 4? There's a market down at number 4. I'm for a spot on this. Let me look at the other map. It's not. Can anyone see? Oh yeah, number 4. Right, it is that one. Yep, great. Yeah. So yeah, there's still some stalls there. There's also inns. I think 12 and 13 are both inns as well as taverns. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there may be other places. In terms of getting food, that is. And to the south there is a tent city, so you'll be told this by the by the assistant harbour master, so you can just go and camp there.
Are there any inviting stalls in the market?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, go and see if they've got rat and a stick. Rat and a stick. Rat and a stick.
Oh, I'd love some rat on a stick right now.
Yeah. 100% certified meat. Yes, you can probably get some street food. Yeah, you can probably literally get some street food before, because things won't completely shut up. Because obviously the prospectors and lumber men who have come back to spend their ill-gotten gains. There's kebab shops, and the meat is of the quality of a kebab shop.
Who is selling the kebabs, Owen?
Is it a mind flayer? No, it's a human. Mind flayers don't sell kebabs; they make them out of your brain.
They sell calamari.
Yeah. That's disturbing more than anything, isn't it? Oh wow, it's really cute. There's this mind flayer who sells calamari. It's like, are you sure it's calamari? Is he called? It's kind of Sweeney Flod or something.
Yeah.
Okay, poor street food is 1 silver per head, and the chatter will need 1 street food between them.
Cool. I will spend the silver on some street food.
Yep.
I don't.
5 copper.
Can someone lend me some money?
Sam Hambat gazes at the food and dribbles in a most uncharismatic fashion.
Oh,
because he has no money.
wait, what's my pickpocket?
Funds.
No, we're in a new place. You can't just start committing crime.
We haven't distributed.
I have a 20% chance of I have a 20% chance of pickpocketing. That's a good way to get food.
You know,
Can someone tell him about probability?
Wow, that's great. Let's try it.
I mean, failure doesn't mean you get caught, but there's still probably a real bad chance of you getting caught.
Well, the alternative. Oh no, wait! I have 2 silver and 2.5 silver. So yeah, I guess I'm buying some food.
Party gold.
It's fine. It's spare change. I'll just steal some from you later.
He says that in character, yeah.
Like,
Is everyone marking off the silver?
Yeah.
Sam Hambat doesn't have any money.
Yeah, could everyone make their disease check? Now, coincidentally, it should technically happen once a month, is it, or something, but roll your D100s.
I do 100.
D100. Okay. Yep. Let me just open the right window.
Oh god. 5.
77.
I have a feeling Xeethra's gonna go down with something.
91.
Yeah.
You're going to be under the tender care of Dr. Jones.
Oh no.
I can make you so healthy.
Please don't strap chickens to my armpits.
You know what makes you unhealthy? It's when
Yes, lack of an ovipositor. You need more ovipositors. Then you'll be healthy.
Oh my goodness.
Stop there, please.
I was thinking much simpler, like, you know, your body needs to filter out the bad stuff, so have another couple of kidneys.
Yeah. No one ever says
really
too many. Like you're not meant to have too few, are you? But too many.
Yeah.
Nobody
someone
died of
go,
having
like,
too many
Buy
kidneys.
a couple of orphans for me so we can have spare kidneys. Where does one buy an orphan?
I mean, yeah, if you just take some other organs out, replace them with kidneys, that'll solve the problem, right? And then you sell those organs, make a profit.
Depends what the organs are.
Alex, there's
I
your
don't need
quote.
all of them, you know.
Where does one buy an orphan? That's
Like, I don't need a
Just
large
one word.
and a small intestine, you know. I just need, like, just one of them.
Well, you got,
Okay,
like,
okay,
Yeah.
Jamie, should we check your 1d100 and your d8, please? Okay, that's your d8. And can we have a 45 d8?
Sorry, 45d8.
Yeah, bummer. Your d8 was a 1 is what I mean, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 and a 1.
Yes, so let's roll a d3.
Guys, we should have brought the chatter on board. They're the disease carriers.
Yeah. Xeethra has a mild parasitic infection of the respiratory system, which will take him out for 2 weeks.
Oof. Doesn't sound particularly mild.
I mean, we can find out what moderate and severe do, Sam Hambat. Just eat more of the rat.
So, yeah, so that was
I
according
think I need
to
to look up the herbalism rules.
So,
Yeah?
is there a chance it would be something severe if I rolled like less than 5 on D100?
No, that's just probability. It's 3% plus 2% for improperly cooked. Because I was actually checking for that. Not as I say, it's something I realise I haven't been doing is getting people to check their general disease contraction, which I think is
Oh,
monthly.
Is this for the kebab specifically, not just like being in town?
No, it's the kebab. Yeah, you ate a kebab from street food rather than going to an inn and eating real food. You ate the cheap food. The human rips his face off. It's the Yagol you killed on board the Nautilus. At last, my revenge, he says.
We survived the dragons and the orc hordes, but it was the dodgy kebab that did it, guys. Life and adventure is over.
Yes. So yes, I mean he can. This will develop probably as you're sleeping. So you can go to the tent city to stay somewhere for free. You all have bedrolls. I guess it's damp, so you might be wet, but probably you'll be okay. Probably.
Yeah, I tell the my companions that we've gained a new party member that is currently trying to consume my respiratory system.
Yeah.
I just clack my arm blades together and tell you to open up wide.
Yeah.
We'll get that right up there.
Owen, tell us.
Sorry, what's that?
Does the tapeworm get a share of XP? Tell us.
Yeah. Only if it contributes to the combat.
If I use a tapeworm trap, does it have a detect traps chance?
Yeah. I feel like if we're playing Into the Odd, this would now become like a thing where you have like a 1 in 100 chance of the tapeworm intervening in a combat. And it turning out to be the god of tapeworms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, herbalism does help with disease, doesn't it? Which is, I assume, why Andrew was mentioning it.
I'll come back to it.
I just like bring in a new character.
Yes, yeah. You've got. We typically have up to 3 in the stable, don't we? Though I say 4. We actually have 4 in the very long running game. But yeah, so feel free if you want to adventure straight away, as opposed to everyone wait.
Yeah, if I just make one quickly, have them like borrow Xeethra's equipment just for the sake of speed, and then have them get some later or something. Maybe.
Yeah, no, feel free.
Does Xeethra's identical cousin turn up?
Beefra. He's his identical cousin who is a dwarf.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't really bite this. They can also prepare natural plant poisons and purgatives, with both purgatives and healing. So it's going to be healing. You have healing, I assume, Dr. Xchonez.
Yes. Healing and herbalism both.
Yep. Healing is healing on the road improved. You can help people who are poisoned but not dead. If it is an injection based, it's wound based. And they can lets them delay their saving throw. That, by the way, is quite good. It doesn't work for like normal giant spiders, but it works for lots of stuff. Anything that has onset. People should bear that in mind. Character with gaining proficiency can also attempt to diagnose and treat diseases. When dealing with normal diseases, a successful parasitic check automatically reduces the deal of disease to its mildest form, the shortest duration. So you can reduce the duration with a healing check at +2 for herbalism. So yeah, you
Healing
can,
check at +2.
yeah, your
And
skill is at
herbalism
+2.
is...
Well, yeah, you don't need to
Okay.
because you have herbalism. Your healing skill is +2. So yes, you
Oh, I
can
see.
reduce
So
it to 1 week. You can reduce it to 1 week basically, because that'd be its shortest duration.
Yeah, herbalism is whiz -2, so is that just roll under my whiz now then?
It's
So
minus,
whiz -2 +2.
yeah. So it's whiz or under.
I'm afraid I did not roll under whiz.
Okay. Do you, for someone who is a herbalist and healer, you're quite bad at being a herbalist and healer, aren't you? So
I don't have great mental stats. I have really good surgical stats.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about Andrew or are you talking about Jones?
We've already established Andrew doesn't talk about himself in the third person like that, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like
Think
10
a lot.
wisdom. It's
We've learned our lesson
Yeah.
here, and that is we've been paid, we've done jobs. We don't necessarily need to slum it anymore.
Yes. We have money. We can at least stay in a travel lodge.
It wasn't because we were feeling
Yeah.
tight. We just smelt that kebab and we knew we shouldn't, but we really wanted it, so
Yeah.
we had it.
Yeah.
We had a whole week of eating nothing but dry rations. you
Exactly.
know?
Yeah, we smelt
The
that
chances of
succulent
getting
rat
jerky and
meat, and we just
berries.
couldn't.
Some
We just couldn't help ourselves.
Greasy meat after
We've
a
all been
week
there.
on ship, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, nice bit of cat.
Yeah. You're looking at the chatterer hungrily by the end.
Yeah. Do we even know what kind of meat was the kebab?
No.
Could have been chateau meat.
It was certified. It was certified meat.
Yeah.
Certified
Meat
by
break
who?
By the
Biologist?
Yagor wearing a human mask.
Yeah, who are the inspectors here?
Yeah, this is a mining and lumber town. There are no food health inspectors.
I'm playing
but yes.
Bram Cleric, if anyone wants to know.
What's you playing? Sorry.
Bram the Human Cleric.
Okay.
That is. I think that is the best fit actually for the party, isn't it? To be fair. I assume that's Simon. Hello, Simon.
Good evening.
Yes, Xeethra has just been put out of action for 2 weeks because they ate kebabs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most realistic thing that's happened in this campaign so far.
Yeah.
Oh look, Bran has a cure disease spell, guys. Yeah.
But it does mean you've managed to drop one of your several fighters or thieves and pick up a cleric, which is not necessarily the worst thing.
No.
Yeah, this guy's actually hanging out in town, looking for some adventurers like you, I suppose.
He says to you in a weird voice.
Yeah. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took a kebab to the
To the
stomach.
guts. Yeah.
Parasite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, thief, illusionist, conjurer, ranger. So you've got 2 fighters, a cleric, and then some thieves and wizards as well. So it's actually now pretty balanced. Yes, great. Technically, though, I assume you're not going to do it immediately. Based on what you said before, Thumb can train. That was one consideration about where to go next. Simon was Thumb can train, but I think the assumption was go to Shipwreckers, get some work, find out what's happening.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry
can do
about
it another
worry
time,
about
because otherwise I will have to roll up a character. And
You'll play Gola. You'll play Gola the Thrycreen.
go to the
Oh,
front. Yeah, I can't be bothered to roll up a character, so he will fight on
Yeah.
and spend money at a later date.
This is how real players make decisions. It's, oh man, you could train, you could level up, that'd be really exciting. It's like, nah. That requires rolling some dice. Simon did level up 2 characters on Sunday, so I think he's
Yeah, I've had my fill.
of success. Now it's time for failure again.
Now it's time to lose my one character in this campaign and have to roll up anyway.
Yeah.
14 charisma as well. So
Yeah, so it's a human cleric, no specialist priesthood, nothing like that.
possibly not. What do specialist priesthoods actually do?
Oh, they're just like they're subclasses. Don't worry about it. Like as in cleric is fine.
Like a druid is a type of.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, it may be that you, for instance, you don't have turn undead, but you're really good at fighting or something.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, no, he's just a normal man. He's just an innocent man.
He's just an innocent man.
He's a normal, regular guy. Just innocent.
I don't trust him.
Lauren.
Oh wow, he actually has +1 loyalty, +2 reaction.
So he's the leader of the party now, isn't he?
No.
I think is what we're saying.
No.
That's the same as Wilsp.
That was a rule Arneson used at one point, was that whoever had the highest charisma in their character was just kind of automatically cooler for the party, at least at convention. I think it kind of made sense just as a way to like get people to work.
At conventions, that is kind of fine, isn't it? Like, in a sense. But partly because you can even say, if it's pre-gens, you just say, who wants to be cooler? You have the highest charisma character. You know, it works that way too.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's another example
Yeah.
when I was reading some different things about that is, a lot of people like this do play differently at conventions to at home games because, circumstances are different.
Yeah. I wear a kind of full outfit like Slipknot or that other band that's more recent, Sleep Seed, whatever it's called. That's why I do
Sleep
at
Token.
conventions. That's it. Sleep
Yeah,
Token.
like a Slipknot
CD
mask, like
token.
an orange jumpsuit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're playing the Minus or Pony role playing game. That's what I do.
And you have Alex like beside you, like smashing a massive steel barrel with a wooden rod.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything else in the game apart from that.
Yeah.
Why am I?
Great. But because this is what we do at conventions, Alex. I don't what.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, this is why you're buying all these gamelan instruments and stuff, right? It's for the Tracy Hickman style of play, where you're like bursting into song and dance every dungeon room. Like,
Are gamelan instruments named for Maurice Gamelan, the leader of the French army in 1940?
Sorry.
Just checking.
I'd say yes, because I have no way of disputing that.
Yeah, it could be true.
By Fran, not stolen when they conquered Southeast Asia.
Yeah. They're called the gamelan instruments because he nicked them.
Yeah.
Cool.
But interestingly, actually, some of this Javanese gamelan popularity, influencing Debussy and stuff, did come from people visiting Paris that were playing that kind of stuff. There's a connection there.
Makes sense. Sense. Yes, apparently you're heading to the tent city and just going to slum it for a night. I think. Or are you going to go and find
No, we're definitely not doing that. Let's find a fucking tavern.
Yeah, we'll end up with like some kind of bed bugs in our eyeballs
Trench-
or something.
trench
and we're
foot.
screwed, yeah.
If we can't do that, we're going to sleep on the ship. We're not
Yeah.
sleeping
I
in
don't have any valuables. I don't have any really valuable. Oh wait, I've got all of my skills and stuff, so maybe we should
There's
sleep on
like a
the
funny
ship.
thing that in space, the ship is incredibly hygienic because obviously space is sterile, and you have an air envelope, and so you're just in kind of a pleasant, environmentally fairly stable and warm place.
I don't know.
You
I
land
bet
on the
that
planet,
air
and it's
envelope
just
gets a bit fetid.
it does, but you have 8 weeks of air. So if you think of it like you've gone through a week, you can start to smell the sweat, but it's not that bad.
Like a submarine.
But by week 7, so yeah,
They just wear Xeethra's splint mail for now, at least. Like, well, he's ill.
yeah. Was
Dr.
Dr. Jones has sedated Xeethra, so he doesn't even know about this. She's like, I'm curing his disease.
I've actually got 140 gold. That's pretty good.
In terms of in writers, so numbered locations is writers, the general kind of settlement, and Guild Town, which is the Shipwrights Guild runs, is to the east, is the lettered areas. In writers, there are 3 inns. I think there is an expensive one. There is a recent kind of mid-range one, and there's a cheap one.
Mid-range is my instinct.
Yeah, mid.
Yeah. Mid.
I
Okay.
still say we should stay in the shanties, but Fine.
Yeah,
You're
Ocean's like, we
welcome
can get
to.
food. Yeah. The Grey Cat. It's by the docks, but it's fairly quiet. It has a well-stocked bar. The activities upstairs are quiet, so there is a demand for it. One thing, and as it's getting dark, you'd be recommended this. It opens at night falls. Wait, whatever you want to say. But yeah, and you'll be able to get your way in. You can stay in there. Certainly, it is a moderate, fairly. It's fairly busy when you go in. Still the end of stormy season. Not dreadful, but it's still fairly wet. So it's pretty full. And there's lots of quiet talk in dark corners. Your stabling is poor, as in where you are. It's going to be common. It's 5 silver a day. Depends how, or 3 gold a week. How much accommodation do you want to pay for?
I can't afford that. I'm just going to go and stay in a shanty.
We have party money. You remember when we went fishing and we sold those fish and we got money for that?
Yes, but there's much better things we could be using that money on than.
Hey, what is the point in doing busy work if you're not going to use it to pay for boring life stuff?
Yeah, I don't think it's good when people are just like unnecessarily stingy in games.
Yeah.
I want to stay in a nice inn. I want to sample the wine. And I want to order the food.
The question is, how long are we getting rooms for? Should we start with a week?
Well, we don't know what jobs we're doing yet. We have to go ask someone about the goblins, and we have to ask around.
How long are we allowed to stay in this?
Actually, should we assume
at least 2 weeks?
How long it'll take for? Yeah.
So it's not worth buying a house.
I mean, you could,
buying a house.
It depends on what the real estate market is like. I mean, man,
if there's a shanty town, I feel like their real estate market is bad.
How about assassinating somebody and taking their house?
Guys, I'm here to try and escape reality.
That works, yeah.
Do a real job and get on the housing ladder.
I'm saying like the local planning authority just refuses all kinds of applications for no reason. Wow, very strict fantasy, of course. The zoning laws are incredibly punishing, and you have to have a massive setback. Yeah.
Well, my weapon restrictions are specific to my god, apparently.
Under specialist priesthoods, yeah.
Is there a list for what normal priest restrictions are?
Just in the PHB. For cleric, it'll just be the PHB.
Yeah.
It'll be blunt weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blunt weapons and follow your alignment.
I think you should be a specialist. You should be a full drow specialist priest of alias Shrasin.
What?
So that we have to say her name a lot.
Illustrate. It's not even hard. Illustrate.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Fufa.
Illustrate.
Yeah, illustrate.
Yeah.
Andrew, you said the same thing as me. Great. You can certainly. Things in terms of just extra bits and pieces that you pick up. The island in the middle of the river is Fishton, which is like Tanner. Some of the fishermen, prostitutes, they live there. Its wharf is, I think, the fishing wharf chiefly. Yeah, the old docks. You're on one of the Spelljammer docks, basically. Places visitors from space. I think I have some rumours for you, as you are in a bar. We've got D10. You can have 2. Who wants to? Yes, Alex roll the last thing. Andrew, you roll a D10. Beej, roll a D10.
Okay.
You have some rumours. Dr. Jones gets a 2. And Beej.
All right, my hands are covered in bacon.
Yes.
Somebody else roll.
Okay, Tom, roll.
1d10?
Yep.
What do you mean your hands?
Beej isn't even. He's not even cooking. Beej isn't even cooking.
That's like the best thing to have your fingers covered.
He's
I rolled a d20, but we can.
Why do you sound sad about that?
It's like a sensory experience. That's a D20, Tom. D10.
I know. We just halve it.
Okay, it could be a 9, but your character does now get a parasitic infection. Yeah. No, Beatrice is just doing it as like a sensory experience thing to kind of relax himself. He's just finished his project, and now he's going to wind down.
Every night after work.
Yeah.
Time for the bacon.
Bathe in bacon juice. Okay.
We don't stop talking about food soon. You're going to hear frying noises in the background of this stream. I'm warning you now.
Yeah. Okay, so number 1, Bruno, the bouncer at the Grey Cat, which is where you are, used to work as a mountain guide for the militia. He's looking around for an adventuring party to join. And 9, the Smith's son in Company Town is a good guide.
This is another genuine question: is can I take the +1 talk off of Xeethra while he's ill, or is that exploiting having multiple characters?
No, no, I don't care. Do what you like. It's the party's decision. It's interesting that the Dark Sun character tree thing explicitly bans this stuff, except where it's literally completely reasonable just because you left it behind. You know, it's in store. But it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that because that's like not good role playing in the acting sense. But I cannot think of anything Gary ever said about that.
There's a comment in the DMG about you can have players multiple characters, because that seems to be the only place it mentions it, where it says you do that as long as they're not using it to exploit the game. So I think it's just down to the DM, like what counts as like exploiting the game too much in terms of
I can't see storing a party item. The point is another member of the party.
But that's why I was just asking, because down to where exactly the line's drawn.
And I think it's also there's some context stuff that if you Beach's bacon has just overwhelmed him. What was I going to say? The assumption for Gary in the campaign is he has like a dozen players who play very regularly, and they have stables, and that works like that. But if you have like 5 players who play regularly, the idea that you might even have some who are running 2 at a time doesn't sound crazy to me. You know, I would take both on this adventure. Now, because of you could also be like, no, you have to do more hires, and that is reasonable as well because it's part of the economy. But I think it's fine. Okay.
It makes like the difficulty more flexible anyway. Also, like if Xeethra were like a way of entering elsewhere, I wouldn't be able to get it from him. So
yeah, exactly. So you're in the same location, which is where you've created a first level character in a town. Yeah, that was Alex dying, I think.
Gosh, wait, how many of us are left?
Yeah, 5 of you. He says his internet went down. Okay. Well, whilst his internet's down, steal his stuff, and what else do you want to
do? Bludgeon him over the head repeatedly.
How decked out can my first level character get?
We were attacked!
By a kebab monster.
Yeah, it emerged from Xeethra.
Yeah, sorry, did we get any rumours? I can't.
I just gave you the rumours.
Like 2 seconds ago.
Trying to steal a talk. Are you too busy trying to steal the talk?
Yeah.
The local the mayor's son or something is a good guy, and there's someone else who's looking to become an adventurer. We shouldn't trust me to remember things. Can somebody else take over?
Yeah, sorry, I was
anyone else listen?
Read the player's handbook. To be fair, I feel like I have an excuse not to have entirely heard it.
Okay. We'll try. Beach, Simon, and Tom, do you remember any rumours?
No. I was
not since. I mean, I've been away for a while, so I think the.
No, the rumours I literally just gave you.
Like, the problem is that we're all. I mean, I've had pints, so that's my excuse.
It's because you're all bad players.
Yes,
that's what.
Right, this time, I will pick up a pen and I will try to write something down. When you say
Make me think about
bacon. Go back in the stream.
Yeah, we were thinking about bacon. That was part of the problem.
Yeah.
We had bacon in our hands, you know.
We definitely remember the.
Which rumour is most likely to result in bacon?
I don't know. Bruno the Bouncer at the Grey Cat used to work as a mountain guide for the militia. He's looking around for an adventuring party to join, and the Smith's son in Company Town is a good guide.
Okay, so Bruno wants adventure, and the Smith is a good guy.
Those are two separate.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if we really need Bruno. Like, I guess more. I mean, cannon fodder is always helpful, isn't it? I suppose. So maybe we should go and recruit Bruno.
Yeah, I think we definitely want a guide.
Yeah, but Bruno wants adventure, but he's not the guide. The guide.
Sorry,
Both guides. Bruno was a mountain guide.
Yeah, Bruno is a mountain guide.
and the other one.
We need to ask about those goblins because we already had that rumor.
Yeah,
we
we want to know
figure
about the
out
goblins,
who-
where they are.
Yeah, how do we get paid for that? And then we can decide if we want to go recruit people.
Yeah.
To help us find. So we gotta do that
We
first.
could go to
gotta
that
ask around
government
about-
building and ask about it.
Brand's going to have Cure Light Runes if that's alright. And I've got some items for him as well. With his money.
Yep, great.
We just turn up at the local government building and tell them that we're willing to kill people for money.
I mean,
I know, I
I
heard
don't
there's
see
more
why not.
killing needed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bruno the Bouncer is literally at the Grey Cat where you are staying. I should have someone roll a city encounter check as well, just as in the couple of hours before nightfall where you're going to hang around. What's the... yeah, does someone want to roll a D10? I guess Sam was the last person. So Xeethra, Jamie, whatever your new name is, Jamie, do you want to roll a D10? This is for your encounters while walking around the town. No, that's fine. So yes, Bruno is literally here. You are, the Smith's son is presumably asleep, but he is on the eastern side of the river. The government buildings will be shut until the morning.
Oh,
It's night time.
thought we'd already slept.
Yeah, you have now. I'm saying you got these. You got these rumors at the inn. So I was just saying, if you want to go to sleep, go to sleep. If you want to talk to Bruno, talk to Bruno.
Let's talk.
Let's not. Do you want to talk to him now, or do you want to wait till we know what we're doing? Maybe we can just do it tomorrow. Presumably, he works here most of the time.
fair enough. I guess we should find out who's going to pay us first.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, all right. We'll go to sleep. We'll find.
So in terms of local government, the guildmaster on the eastern side, Guildmaster Dieter, he is obviously very influential, and the harbour master, a retired Admiral Harold, and like a Bralian admiral, he lives on is on the western side of the manor house. The guildmaster is location L. Is this one?
Ooh.
Yeah. So there we go. Those are your potential governmental figures. So
Probably going to be the
settlers
guild
are
master
ruled.
we need, right? Like the harbour master's dealing mostly in the city. The guild master's going to deal with the miners who are coming up against these goblins, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be maybe the settlers as well, but yeah, the guildmaster would know, and goblin raids would definitely hurt economy. So he's probably got an incentive to take care of the issue.
Yep. Okay. Simon, D10 for heading next morning, heading out. You're reminded the Great Cat will now be shut till sundown, so that's fine. You know, as in you'll next be allowed in at sundown. Though you can leave Xeethra behind, and they will look after him. So 2, yep, that's fine. You go over to Guildtown, and you. In terms of what is in Guildtown, by the way, in case that is of interest. There is a hospital, there's houses and apartments, there's the dry dock, there's a ship store which has stuff for naval and spelljamming ships. There's ropes, nets and rigging shop, all that place. There is a restaurant, there's a smith, and there's a tavern and general store. So, yeah. there are a few more shops and particularly around naval stuff. So if you need any naval stuff, this would be a place to go. Obviously, it's because originally was a lumber planet essentially. The Shipwrights Guild is influential because it's using it as a major source of wood. Yeah, you will procure a interview with Detour, and I'll check if there's. I don't think there's too much to say necessarily, but yes, he will be aware. He will say there's goblins all over the place. So some people say they see goblins on the coast. So it's you occasionally, even sometimes within a few miles of town, someone will claim they've seen a goblin. But the mountains, which are a bit over, maybe a long day's hike, probably a couple of days hike generally, are where he thinks of the goblins as mostly a problem. So because that's where they harass the miners. So yes, he'll say that there is a he'll put a bounty up of I don't know if I used it before. I'm looking for what I've written down, but it'll be 5 gold a head per goblin. The Shipwrights Guild is wealthy and it would like a lot of goblins exterminated.
5 gold a head is not a great rate considering the risk. If there's enough goblins for us to make a tidy profit on that, there's enough goblins to absolutely wreck us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also keep all loot. It's like the goblins steal stuff. They're getting weapons off the scroll. You can keep all
Heroism
that.
is its own reward, says Bran. How could you be such a coward? We need to do good things. What in the what god do you follow? The god of cowardice? I've got to get into this cleric thing, guys, now or something. Are there any Spelljammer that are fun or?
There's Norse gods. I was going to say our other party cleric. The only other party cleric is a cleric of Demeter. In fact, it's like a specialist priest, or is he just generic cleric? Tom.
Sam, he's just Stipe.
No, Stipe. Is Stipe generic cleric, or is he a specialist priest?
He's a peasant priest.
Oh, yes. So he's a cleric. What I mean is his class is cleric. He's not a specialist priest of Demeter. Is what I mean.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I took a cleric kit as a peasant priest.
Yeah.
But I just thematically made him of Demeter.
Yeah. But yeah, there's Tar, the Egyptian god, is an important spelljamming god. Celestian, the Greyhawk god, is the Seven Heavens and the Olympian pantheon, quite popular. But you can also in this system the Norse god, in this system the Norse gods are have a significant following.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll follow Balder, the god of
Balder the Brave. Balder the Brave is dead. That's literally what he keeps saying. It's weird. I was like, why is this guy saying that? Yeah. Good.
Although I'm not sure if there might be a fun, more kind of obscure one to go for. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of good, fun Norse gods. Cool. Okay. So, in terms of the world, you've got forests and mountains basically within a few miles of the town of Writers. You have kind of swamps to the west, mountains to the southwest and farther south, and then forests to the south. But yeah, some way there are maintained roads maintained by the Shipwrights Guild that go to Mirror Lake. Mirror Lake is a large lake, as it's several miles long, and near that are the main lumber camps. It is also, because of the rivers that come into Mirror Lake, it's also the general hub for miners who are out prospecting on the rivers. And it comes to the foot of the mountains, so that would probably be where he'd suggest you go to the lumber camps. in terms of getting
I think
more
that makes-
information about. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Says probably the other one he'll say is that it is common to have earplugs because there are parties in the mountains.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll
So,
buy 10 candles then, I guess, for a silver piece.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Using them as wax earplugs. Yeah.
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 In the box of some kind.
do I have ears? I mean, I've got healing somehow, but
Can you hear? Yes, you have.
I can hear.
Yeah.
What race was your
But, like,
character again?
The kind of ears one could stop with earplugs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just picturing a bug, like a giant bug person, but with just human ears on the side, and it just doesn't feel right.
Maybe we just need like lots of tiny earplugs for you or something.
Yeah. Okay. I guess if you're heading to the market to do that, does someone want to roll? Let's have Andrew roll a d10.
Okay, 1 second.
This is just for you wandering around town, like going back and doing stuff.
Yeah, Stephen.
Yep. So yeah, you'll turn, I guess, to the kind of western side of things, to the market. There's a lot more stuff. Proportionally, there are fewer rat stick sellers, and yes, you will get your wax and whatever else you need to buy, and you'll also see the hanging of a suspected pirate. The fact that there is a nautical trade here, including like the coastal lumber camps. People obviously ship the wood here rather than attempting to carry it overland. There's fishing, things like that. And indeed, even because in terms of very occasionally, even certain kinds of spelljammers that land further out to sea and sail in, which is not uncommon for larger ships because it gives you more leeway. So you don't, you're not as likely to hover down and crash. Even occasionally, a spelljammer that lands will be attacked nautically, especially during bad weather. Piracy is a thing that bothers people here, and they have hanged a pirate in the public
Tragic
square.
waste of life.
Yeah, I could use him. Dr. Jones needs you, preferably dead.
Hey, I mean, living victims are always preferable, but
Do you mean subjects, Doctor? Subjects? Yes,
little column
right.
A, little column B.
The mask has slipped. He said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
He has
Cool.
charisma 8. He said the quiet part loud a lot.
Can I buy a crowbar somewhere?
Yeah, just list price. You'll be able to get any common item here. In terms of shops, just, I guess, places you could go, if you're spending another hour out in town, there are other shops which I'll tell you what they are. In case you need anything, on the writer's side, so not the Guildtown side, but there is Market Square, there's the Anything shop, where you can get magical components. Occasionally you can get scrolls or potions, like it is, it is a kind of, but it's also lots of just junk. Like you're told you can definitely get components there, for priests use it and stuff, so there's enough money coming through. But the amount of actual magic going through is probably pretty minimal. There is a blacksmith, I think on Fishton possibly, I'm not sure if he's on Fishton or... there's a butcher shop. There is a temple to the Storm King, which is, I think, presumed to be is an aspect of a Norse god. There's a shrine to the Shipwrecker. There's army headquarters. There is, mining equipment place. So. Depends if any of those take your fancy. There is also a very small chapter house of the Bralian, the kind of the Mages Guild of Bral, as well. But by that it means a wizard lives here, and he is the local, guild contact.
Okay, cool. Yeah, can we visit the potions and stuff shop?
Yeah.
If you want to go there.
Yeah. Potions and emotions. That's its subtitle. They tell you experiences as well as potions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go and check the anything shop. Yeah, there's. They're willing to. They certainly will buy. Yeah, there is a mage who runs this place. But yeah.
While you're looking at potions, Vil will visit the Mages Guild guy for rumors and potential things. Mages always need things done by lower level people.
So I've got 47.79 gold left.
Yeah. So, in terms of Bran going there, do they have? Yes, depends. There's a percentile chance of them having a scroll or a potion, depending on what you're looking for.
Okay, cool.
You can ask them.
Yeah, I'd like to ask, do you have any scrolls or potions or anything useful? For,
As in, I mean, yes. What spell or potion are you looking for?
Oh, something of some kind of healing or fortifying power.
Potion of heroism.
Yeah, if you want to check, heroism is what's the equivalent spell? So normal healing potion. There'll be a 75% chance of scroll or 25% chance of a potion. So if you want to check that, feel free. As you go, as the guy who does runs the magical stuff here. This full of weird knickknacks. This place, useless, of no adventuring value. But yes, yeah. Do you want to check? Roll your D100s for heroism. What's going to be the equivalent? What does you can check the cost of making potion? I guess. Sorry, the XP for making the potion. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, so D100 for a healing potion, I guess, see if they've got
that. 73.
So no, they don't. You can check if they've got if you want a scroll, obviously potion. If you want a potion of heroism, I guess it'll probably also be 25%. So check that. I'll just double check. Yeah,
Heroism is a level 4 spell.
Potions. If you want a scroll of heroism, it's also 25%. There, yeah. So. Yeah, no. Yeah, if you want scrolls or anything or other potions, you can check. It's very disorganized back there, so you have to check by hand.
Do you have a scroll of blessing by any chance?
Yep, that'll be 75% chance. Yep.
Blessed. How much would that be going for?
What is the normal scroll price? What's the gold value? Yes, you are. Alas.
You're back too.
You're so bad.
Do I sound awful because of my terrible signal?
No,
No?
can't tell.
No, you sound awful because that's how you sound.
Oh. Right, you all sound awful.
Oh, that's kind. I'm just checking.
Yeah, I can't open my sheet because Google Drive is going so slow.
Correct.
So scrolls.
100 XP per spell level 3 times, so it'd be 300.
Yeah.
300 for a scroll of bless.
So
they do have a scroll of bless.
Yeah, can I finance it by any chance?
It's like unless you have PayPal credit, no. We have a partnership with PayPal. This podcast is sponsored by PayPal.
Would you be willing to look behind you for about 20 minutes?
He'll say, come. This guy whose name is Linbar will kind of just say, look, you know what, I'll do you one better than a finance plan. as you know, you can take it and pay me back, and I'll even give you a little something special extra. But I need to if your adventures, obviously by the look of you, your guys presumably not carrying your swords and stuff, but you'll be in armor and stuff, and then have light weapons on you, wandering around town. So cudgels and knives, and you're obviously adventurers. You're obviously going up to the hills or to fight the pirates or something. So if you contractually obliged to give me first refusal on any magic items you bring back that you want to sell,
No.
then
Anyone we want to sell.
Yeah, that you want to sell. Yeah, then give me first refusal, or in fact, possibly. What does he want? Is it on anything possibly? As in first refusal, basically. That he will give you both. He'll both let you finance the scroll against your future earnings, and he will give you. He says it's an amulet which glows slightly in the presence of illusions and can be used for 2 hours 3 times a day.
Yes, that sounds great, says Bran.
Yeah. But yeah, he said, as in that would be a binding contract, which he would obviously be like, everyone, that will be clear. And that the guild and the harbour master would know about. So,
but if we were to bring some stuff back to sell to you, are you able to, are we still able to negotiate the price? What if we come to an impasse there?
Yeah. Well, he'll say yes, but obviously you'll owe him the 300, and he would make sure that he'd extract it before you left, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, I see.
By the way, I'm assuming by the way, are the chatter just on board your ship? I assume, and is that obviously the harbour master? There is a militia that guards the docks, so it's not going to be stolen. But just I assume the chatter are still on board there.
I'm just leading on by my hand like a confused child.
Yeah. It's like a Spanish photographer's prop from the 70s.
Yeah, I agree to
in the
that.
town, keep them with us for education,
Yeah. Oh, so they can learn things. Yeah. That makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
No, makes sense. Cool. So yes, you. In terms of Vil was wanting to go and bother the Mage's Guild contact. I think was the plan. Oh, there is also a stable who can rent out mules. That is something we'll have seen. Vil, could you roll a d10 if you're wandering around? Or could someone, if your hands are still covered in bacon?
Oh, just to clarify, Owen, do we need to buy holy symbols?
No, wooden holy symbol is free. Or like a bone one or something. I'd give you bone if you wanted bone instead. This matters technically for item destruction, but then you have to be usually failing a save against something for that to matter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not overly harsh.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's a very holy symbol then. Just anywhere with that.
Yeah. But yeah, and what was the... is it... No. What's the Norse god of storms? It's called Nith something. Nightfalls.
Night.
Skadi or that? No.
It is not... It's actually... Although Thor is the... Technically god of thunder and lightning, there's another guy... Norse. It's the sea. It's I think it's
Skadi, is it? Yeah.
Skadi, Thor, Freyr. It's neutral. Who's the Sea King is a neutral good sea god, protector of those who dwell in the islands. So that's one thing is there are islands on the kind of large ocean area, and. Yeah.
I'll buy some holy water if we think we're going to be fighting undead at some point. Similarly, is the weather just rainy at the moment? It's not like really snowy and
rainy
anyway.
It basically it hits freezing, so very occasionally it snows, but at the sea never. Basically, it's never cold enough to snow there. Obviously, in terms of the way sea weather systems work. On land, upland, yes, it will snow sometimes when it's cold.
I think,
but that's not really stormy season. That's not really a stormy season thing.
Okay.
So,
Wilsp probably wants to get a jacket.
Njord.
Alright.
Yeah, so Njord, it's the Sea King is Njord, god of the wind and of the sea.
This
He's,
is Nordic
the
god
father.
is called Njord.
Yeah, he's called Njord the Nord.
Do you think you could
I
name a
think it's in the
price for a crowbar if I want to buy one? I don't think there's one in the player's handbook.
Yeah, there was one of them.
Is
Right,
it?
is there
Because I've
five?
had to do that before.
Is that? Is there really not? I believe you if you say so.
I thought there was
It
one.
seemed fine.
Yeah, I thought maybe.
I think I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, Owen, when I
Yes.
did Wilsp starting equipment, I did just take off 10 gold and put on toolbox full of tools. So I don't know if that's
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. That is probably basic tools. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
so it'd be
nothing.
like screwdriver, crowbar, hammer. Maybe a chisel.
Yeah.
Like, I tried looking for crowbar as a major at one point and just gave up and said I was paying a gold piece for a giant pry bar because I couldn't find any actual price for one. And
Yeah,
that seemed like it wouldn't be more expensive than that.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys
Probably more useful to
That's
finish
fine,
the
then I
bar.
won't worry about getting.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was the price you paid for the pry bar?
I put down like a gold piece or something, what, like 2 gold pieces or something.
Yeah.
I think just the
That's
one. Like, I can retroactively pay more than that if we think it was more expensive than that.
No, it won't be more than that. Yeah, it'll be like a gold or something. So pay a gold, you can have a crowbar.
I'll just make sure I got it. Okay. Yep. So he's got some.
Remember-
good equipment as well.
It is an economy where metal. It's not Dark Sun, but it is an inflationary economy on metal because metal is an adventuring material as well as a domestic material. So a large iron spike is a copper, which of course is not shaped and is not tempered. So it'd probably be some silver to a gold, realistically, depending on the size and the quality.
Yeah. I might actually get like just 10 iron spikes as well. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is so? Yeah, in terms of Bran, what Norse god is Bran a god of?
He is associated with peace and love, and let me get it up.
The planet Earth.
Yeah.
Who was Loki's wife?
Oh, Bran, it was Balder. Sorry.
Oh, you're sticking with Balder, yeah.
Fenris? No, that was this.
Yeah, Freya is the goddess of love.
It's not Loki's wife, though, I don't think.
No,
Yeah. No, sorry, I'm changing this. He's gonna worship the goddess Freya because that's funnier.
Yeah.
Begin is fidelity.
Balder. I'm trying to think. Balder is like courage and stuff, isn't it? Amongst other stuff. Yeah.
Courage and beauty, I
He's
think.
God of light, joy, purity, and the summer sun.
Love, beauty, fertility, also war and gold.
Yeah.
I think there's something about having a chariot that's run by cats or something.
Yeah.
That you ride each morning.
I feel
Nice,
like a lot of the
nice.
like Germanic pagan gods were war gods in some capacity as well as their other jobs.
I
Just
mean,
'cause, like,
most of
they
them.
liked war.
I mean, most of the
No, so,
Indo-European gods in general are like that. They
Yeah.
all do a bit of war.
It's war and
I'm a
fertility.
priest of the Norse god of peace. Oh wow, that's really rare and unusual. Yeah. Also, one of the portfolios of my god is war.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
We will show them our peaceful ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Skyfather,
because when
who
peace
was
breaks
also the
down,
Great Warrior.
then it's war.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, you're a priest of Freya. Yeah, so there is a temple to Njord, who is your father, not yours personally.
Can I visit the temple to Njord? Make some.
Yeah. So, indeed, you can. Yes. So the cleric. There is a patriarch here. You can buy. There's like you'll pick up very quickly as you talk to some of the acolytes that there is a blessed fountain, which has healing properties here. And yes, they
Does
will.
it happen to cure against disease?
No. Mechanically, it restores con. So if you've lost con for some reason, cures seasickness. And as a co-religionist, they will bless a bottle of it, which is a short-term CLW potion, 24 hours. So it doesn't last very long. Not good for travelling, therefore.
Oh.
The big thing you'll pick up though is you'll get another rumor, which is that a priest had come here to as a very senior cleric of Njord is staying here and not currently open public view, but had blessed a chalice here as a local as a major temple of Njord in the system, as the second biggest one after Spiral. In fact, he had come and he had blessed a chalice which has been stolen.
Oh.
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 Stolen. Do I know who stole it?
A thief.
See what? I think they have a suspicion, possibly. I'm just checking.
Outrage.
Yeah.
When did it go
Okay.
missing?
So, they think pirates have taken it. Yes. Which he will say, yeah, pirates. In fact, you saw the hanging. Pirates are thought to be responsible because it was landed by sea, and the bounties involved he will pass on to you, which are circulated quite quietly and privately because of the potential embarrassment involved, are 500 gold for whoever is responsible for this theft, 5,000 gold for the return of the Chalice of Storms.
You say a Grail quest? Here we go. Yeah,
Yes.
this sounds like a job for us.
Yeah. This looks like a job for me.
That's quite
So,
a
yeah.
large bounty.
I think this sounds like
Yeah,
a more
we need to-
worthwhile reward than the other quests we've been looking at, guys.
Well,
Yeah, this doesn't require us to find a pirate headquarters or whatever and raid it. I'm not saying we can't do that. I'm just saying that it's not a straightforward thing.
I think we need
Yeah.
to go hunt down some pirates, guys.
Make a note of it. But I think what we
Okay.
should do the easier quests first. Level up, maybe gear up a bit.
Yeah, that's
Gear
fair.
up.
Yeah,
If we
pirates
want
are
the
no joke,
XP
man.
grind and spiral for a bit.
Yeah.
Just
They
like
won't
punching
be
rats.
to let us borrow a pirate ship.
Yeah, you need to go and rescue 6 slaves from the D-Walls.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Should we go do that? So,
Yeah, we find them and then we trade 2 lucky chatter for a chalice. It's perfect.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, so most of you are like, yeah, let's go and earn some money, level up, and Phil's just like, we could just slave trade instead. Like, I know I worship the
For
good
the
drow
Holy
goddess,
Grail,
but,
come on.
yeah, I know I worship Ulustru, but nonetheless,
Right.
Ed Greenwood says it doesn't matter how you pronounce this name.
Well,
Well,
Does
he's
that-
wrong.
yeah.
yeah. Well, the
What
old
does he
rules
know
say
anyway?
Ed Greenwood is a coward.
They're not
Yeah.
slave trolls.
Yeah, especially official opinion of this stream. Ed Greenwood is a coward. We finally said the big controversial thing.
Guys, he's got a YouTube channel now. We're gonna start like YouTube beef if we start
YouTube
doing
war,
it.
like
I
we're
mean,
gonna do like a Drake style. I heard about this. I haven't
In the
listened to the song.
comments.
Apparently, Drake started a feud with 20 other rappers. That's what we're gonna do.
yeah.
Wasn't
Ed
it-
I mean,
Greenwood-
you got to build notoriety
Oh,
sometime, Owen, haven't you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you just got to start
Yeah,
picking fights with
we've
much
been
bigger
going under the
YouTubers.
radar too long. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is a thing, by the way, though, is in terms
Just call
of
Matt
like when
Colville
you
a
pick up any
talentless hack.
subculture. Yeah. Ben Milton, I think he kills cats.
Savage,
Like,
you heard it here
let's-
No,
first,
don't
boys.
have to Ben Milton. That's too far, Owen.
Yeah. The internet turned against me after I insulted Ben Milton. Yeah.
Quickly Googling Ben Milton.
To be fair, like I said, like obviously his reviews aren't most critical, but like I think that's kind of fitting for indie stuff. You don't really need to spend that much time.
It doesn't matter if it's any good or not.
Yeah,
Well, no,
it'd be
obviously, like you have to
normal.
be good, but like I don't think he's reviewed anything that's actually bad, as far as I'm
Yeah.
aware.
No, well,
Um,
he
I-
said,
Very,
I mean,
very
he's been very explicit. He says and they're like showcases, and he doesn't,
Yeah.
he's not going to
Yeah.
cover anything that he doesn't like. So if he makes a
Yeah.
video out of it, it's because he likes it.
I
Yeah.
take a pretty similar view. I mean, I don't get sent any products, and I refuse product when offered. But I don't really review stuff I don't like because I don't bother finishing it usually if I hate something. I don't think there's an enormous point.
My point is that like I think he's keeping like a lot of people's incomes afloat. Like, yeah.
But why does he kill cats then?
He has to sacrifice
a hobby.
them to keep the earth.
Yeah. It's like I'm currently reading with my book group reading the Oresteia, and obviously you had to go with Virginia to get the ships to Troy, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Really. Kill the cats to keep the OSR money flowing.
Yeah. But to be honest, like I saw that video of him running Winter's Daughter. I think his DMing style is like, seems very good to me. Like
he's legit. He's a legit D&D guy.
Yeah.
But he does murder cats.
He does murder cats. Yeah. I mean, everyone has their flaws. It's okay.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect. And we will not name the designer who is literally a murderer, and Ben Milton kills cats.
I suppose what I mean is he's like us in that he's not playing BX just for an excuse to be rules light, but he does actually care about like the dungeon crawling rules and the encompass stuff. That's part of what makes the game exciting.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, we should finish up in a couple of minutes. What else do you need to do? I should actually move you because you're technically. You have. Oh, we're going to sort Vil's thing. That was the other thing we we're going to do, wasn't it? As in the other thing you're doing in town, other than picking up some rumours. Elsewhere was you had gone to talk to the mage. The mage is cool. Advertises that he identifies spells and repairs items, he is called Gripe. Gripe.
Shall we head off and do some adventuring? I think these people would be useful after.
I'm less enamored with what Gripe has now that we have this cool chalice quest, but I'll say hello and see if he's got any news or rumors about the town.
Bruno, is this? Sorry.
Yeah. Gripe.
Sorry.
Bruno is the bouncer.
Who's the guide to the mountain? Yeah.
Who you also want to talk to. I was going to say, if you want to talk to him, we can do because we can finish the day, as it were. And if you want to talk to him, we can do that before the end of the session. Yes, I think he'll say to you, Vil, yes, certainly. He's glad to see you, and if you ever need any training whilst in town, or if you need any help with identifying items, he says it's tiring work, obviously identifying, but very happy to do it. Usually for a price, but he does say, that if you're looking for work, then the family who run the Anything shop did steal a magic item from him. They'd be happy to job for you if you were to recover it.
That sounds like a good job for a party full of thieves.
Yeah, what did they steal from you? Was it valuable? Was it useful?
Do you have any proof that they stole it?
Technically only Vil is there. You can obviously advise these questions to Beej, so that's fine. But
yeah, I was just saying, I missed the name of the shop. The person who runs the what?
The
shop?
Anything shop.
The Anything shop. Yeah. So the place where they sell spell components and occasionally have other stuff in. They didn't have loads in. He will say that it is a ring of free action. Is his that will be stored. That will be locked in their storage room. And
we'll need a description of what it looks like.
Yeah, he can give you a description. He can give you a description. Yeah, he says it's a silver ring without gem or setting, but with Norse characters on it, like as in the runes that the Nords have used. Fulfar. Fulfar.
Can we ask?
Yes.
If it's
how did they steal it? Like what did they do?
Well, he says that obviously, he assumes because their patriarch is also magically inclined. That he used. They've been jealous of the fact that he had a good business in magic work, he found his wizard locked door opened without any marks, as in the spell had been dissipated, and it disappeared, and then seemed smug afterwards. So he is, and he has heard rumours that they've bragged of getting one over on him. He says, look, in strict fairness, I suppose that might be something else. Maybe they got something over on me in a different way, but
Yeah, sounds pretty incriminating, lads. I think we should go and toilet roll their house, brakes on their car, steal the ring back.
You should ask Greg how good a wizard he is, because I think wizard lock is something that scales with level.
What payment is he offering that's worth more than just keeping the ring for herself?
How good of a wizard are you?
He will train Vil for free. He'll train Vil for free, or identify all your items, or both, in fact. He'll probably offer both of those. Identify your items when you get back, and train Vil for free.
Or we could just keep the ring.
He is level 6.
That's a pretty decent lock, then.
Because how does arcane lock scale? Is it? I'm trying to remember, because there's two ways. You can either dispel magic it, or you can use a knock on it. But I think either way there's an effect that scales with level that makes it harder.
I thought knock was only on non-magical lock.
No, I'm pretty sure knock specifically works.
And
they're both second level spells.
Unless it's changed between editions, it definitely is.
Stuck, barred, locked, held, or wizard locked. It opens secret doors as well as locked or trick opening boxes or chests. It's limited by the area, based on level. The
wizard lock door or object can only open by breaking in by successful dispel magic or knock spell, or by a wizard 4 or more levels higher than the one casting the spell.
But they could have cast knock and it might have dispelled it.
Yeah, well, the knock would have dispelled it temporarily. I mean, either of those would have only dispelled it temporarily. Did he say, the door was open? Basically.
Yeah, he said that the wizard lock door was open and the spell had gone.
I guess you only need to dissipate the spell temporarily to open the door.
But using a dispel magic or a knock only knock would only do it temporarily, and dispel magic would dispel it permanently.
Mm-hmm.
So he says he doesn't wizard then, guys.
Or someone who can buy a wand of dispel magic.
Yeah, or priests can cast dispel magic, I think.
If you're meeting back up and preparing for the evening, Alex, because you were away while we were on the soft door, or D10.
Yep.
You're wandering around town. And then I assume you'll be back at the Grey Cat and talking to Bruno to finish the session.
9.
If that sounds good, I assume that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Bruno he'll be interested in hearing whatever you have to say. He is definitely more experienced than you. He will require a full share rather than anything. He will not come as a henchman. He will come as an ally.
Don't get it for moot rates.
No. But obviously he's happy not to go straight away. He will say that in terms of it, he knows the mountains there, and he also does know where because his brother was one of the pirate leaders back in the day, and he says, 4 years ago there's a great battle and lots of the pirates were killed. And so he knows where it is, he'll say. So if you wanted to, if you're interested in the pirates, he can guide you there. Or he can guide you in the mountains. He can guide you in either job.
Will he bring his own equipment and not expect a wage?
He will require a full share. And he has a +1 long. He's an experienced adventurer. He has a +1 longsword, +1 shield, +1 dagger.
Okay.
Will he expect
the share he wants?
Yeah. Can we give him shares in organs?
No, you can retain your organs by giving him a share, he says.
We're going to give him company shares.
Yeah, shares in the company. But yes, great.
No, I'm happy for us to bring him along personally. I don't think it's unreasonable asking for a share if he's not asking for anything else. Obviously, henchmen ask for other things instead of an equal share.
Yeah. No. He's kind of says, you know, he's actually he'll probably even say it explicitly. He's going easy on you because, you know, he wants to get back into get some stuff off the pirates. Given he's not been welcomed back there since his brother died. But you know, otherwise he's looking. He says, "You're a bunch of greenhorns. I think you're lucky to have me." Probably. No offense.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't want him on the team.
I like your confidence.
Yeah. If you are having a common meal, whoever's running the party gold, it is 3 silver per head. You need to give equivalent of 1 to the chatter, I guess, or passed out. There are 6 of you, 7 of you for Xeethra, so 7, 8, 9 Jackson. So you need to buy. That's going to be 27 silver, 2 gold, 7.
27 silver. I assume there'll be drinks, or does that include drinks?
Yeah, drinks is included. Also, water is free. If you want to drink loads of beer, I'm sure we can count a pint of small beer into your meal. But if you want to buy lots of alcohol, that's a different cost. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been in space for a week. Of course, we want to drink.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking the poison.
Sambat doesn't.
If you want to
drink
drink the
anything
poison, that's
often.
fine.
Brown hasn't. He's been living here for ages.
Yeah.
Or maybe he recently arrived too.
Yeah. But yes, great. Okay. So that will be your second day here, as it were. So that's 2 of your 7 days staying at the Grey Cat. And yeah, I guess you'll go to bed and so on, and then wake up. It's going to be something like day 59 or something. So very near the end of the stormy season now. Yes, we'll pick up in. I think we're scheduled for 2 weeks, but we can double check who's free when. But we'll pick up again, I guess, with either you going to the mountains or going after the pirates or trying to steal an item.
Yes. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks, people, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Good one.
hi, Tom. Tom says, yeah, like many of us who loves playing D&D, but sometimes finds it hard to play people with. I think the online space, like D&D online, has definitely helped with that because you can generally on Reddit or Discord, I think, find people. But it's still a bit of a crapshoot because you don't know if they're going to be normal people or not.
Made it with you.
Yeah, exactly.
They might end up with us.
I was going to say, of this, Alex, Tom, and Andrew are all people I have played with in person. They're from different places. Alex and Tom are, Alex and Andrew are one place, Tom's from another. So there's been some filter. Tom was actually my friend before he played D&D. You know, I chose to know him.
Yeah, he discovered I was a relatively normal person beforehand.
Yeah. We met in a whiskey society, so I don't know whether that makes us more or less normal. But
Yeah.
yes, I will end the stream there. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.